Subscribe to Intoxicated 3PO. Is that what they wanted? Yeah? Are we good? Did we do it?
Hey! Oh my gosh, I feel so advanced in technology.
So if you ever go on other people's channels, majority of them use this, what you just did.
So. I've graduated.
And look at that.
I'm here. I'm graduating.
Hanging out with Jay. Jay changing the world for
You have. You changed my world.
There it is. Feeling social today, and drunk 3PO Jay comes to mind.
By the way, where did you get the name drunk 3PO? I mean, I get the 3PO part, but like, what's the...
It's a robot. It has no association with Lucasfilm whatsoever. It's just a standard yellow robot that looks similar to...
Don't...
all right, so here's the story. I'm not a big fan of The Last Jedi, and because of Luke Skywalker, and it was my favorite character, and I was really I was kind of hurt a little bit by the movie. And so I was on Twitter, on my normal Twitter account that has my like name, you know, back when I wasn't famous. All right.
Like you are now.
I had like my full name, you know, on my Twitter handle with about, 15 followers. And so I went on this thread. I came home from the movie and I went on this thread and I was like, am I missing something here? Like something's wrong. Again, it's just my opinion. Yeah. And so this guy was doing this thread on why this is the real Luke Skywalker. Okay. And so I entered the thread. Big mistake. I didn't know Twitter was what it is today.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was full of fun, exciting people that really love to make you feel welcome and at home. So I entered the thread and I just asked a simple question. I was like, do you really feel like that's Luke Skywalker? Simple. And if I had known then what I know now, I would have saved that whole thing, but I was scared. And so all of a sudden I got like, ooh, he's one of those. He's this, he's that, he's that. It was terrible.
So you experienced what I've experienced the last year, like earlier on.
Oh, you have no idea. I don't. And so...
I mean, I do now. I'm a legit know what you have. I mean, now
I had a real bad run-in last year with the same guy who's had wonderful things to say about you. So before they said something nice about you, and we'll just leave it at that. He really said
the person didn't have nice things to say about me. Is that
he doesn't really care for you in Star Wars, put it that way. But before that, he really hates my channel and really sent the whole mob because I don't like that movie. Yeah, and so I freaked out. I was like, this never happened to me before on Twitter. Like, I wasn't used to it. And I was like, I deleted everything. And I'm like, I'm talking with my brother and I'm just like, man, Star Wars seems to be so backwards. Because I remember prequels, people love them, people hate them. But we all had like fun conversations on why I love them. And we all went and got a beer when it was done. Or at that time, maybe it was a soda. But, it was one of those things. And I was like, man, Star Wars is so backwards right now. And the things that were calling, I said one little thing. And it was just like, boom, 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 boom. I'm this, I'm that. I'm from Germany. I was like,
yeah, I know.
Yeah. So I was like, there's got to be other people out there I could talk to. And so I was telling my brother, I was like, Star Wars is so backwards. He goes, what would be a funny backwards character? I was like, yeah, what if C-3PO just got drunk in the next movie? Exactly. And we started laughing. I was like, wouldn't that be funny? And so it turned into this, it started as a joke. And so I made the Twitter handle and I just was looking for Star Wars fans that weren't mean. And I mean, no lie, I've been kind of a turd to some people, but only when they come first. I leave people alone.
I think that's the thing is like, you know, without like giving too much.
No, don't say anything that will.
I won't. But I feel like I think what makes Star Wars is one of the most important thing is the people that love it. And the people that
Yes.
love it, I think that, fans is like a word that like I don't know. I think people that love things, we should come up with a different word. And but so because it's such an incredible story, because it changed the world. It's changing the world right now.
Yeah.
Changing the way it changes cinema, it changes storytelling, it changes everything. So it's got a lot of fans. And so I think that
Passion.
my experience with it is that, this year, like last year, I had a fan base from the Star Wars community. And this year, I find my fan base is completely different. And, maybe people didn't like me from this fan base that I'm, there's all sorts of different things going on. But what we all have in common, and I can include myself in this just by default by being a part of it, is that we love it, is that we
Yeah.
absolutely all have a love for it, regardless of what side we're coming from, and that nobody should be excluded from that. And that's something that I
Agreed.
believe that Lucasfilm should embrace, is that there's these people that have certain critiques, and there's these people that have certain critiques, and there's these people that have these beliefs, and it's just like politics, kind of, in a way. Everybody should be having conversations. And I think that The Mandalorian, in a way, is a thing that a lot of people can come together on. And I don't know the history of the beefs, and I don't know
Oh,
all
you
of
don't need to know all that stuff.
I don't know
It's
all of it.
ugly out there. It's ugly out there.
That's what
It's,
Dave Filoni said. Dave Filoni said it's a very, very, it can be a very, very ugly place, but that you'll never get a better fan base and a more passionate fan base than the Star Wars community. And he swears by that. And him and Jon Favreau, um, they're not dumb human beings. They are fans just like anybody else's, and they're geniuses. They see the full spectrum. They see what's going on. They hear what people are saying, and they want to tell stories that they want to see as fans themselves. And that is, I think that's come through in a big way.
well, that it's interesting because we have the Star Wars fandom is, oh my
I don't
god.
understand, but you can tell me.
No, it's I don't understand half of it either. I mean, you could break down like the big three. Like, I only like the original. I only like the prequels. I only like the Disney. Then you could cut that up even more. Well, I only like the advanced extended universe. I only like this. I only like that. And you break it down even more. I only like this character and this character. Don't mistreat this character. And you can break that down even more. And it gets all the way down to like, whoa, So it does cause a lot of heartache, because you are not going to please everybody with the character. Now, a character like yours, right? The interesting thing is your character is like new, and it can be, we don't know your character, right? So it's hard to have a debate about, well, Cara Dune should be doing this. No, she should be doing that, because we're still learning. So like, your character's in a fun phase right now. It's in a fun phase. When you take a character like Luke Skywalker and you put him in The Last Jedi, and you have people like me that go, what the heck? That's not Luke to me. Take other people and say, no, that's Luke to me. And so now we're like butting head. What happens is we're not talking anymore. It's like, well, you're an idiot if you think that's Luke. Well, I can't stand, and
It's the whole demoralization of,
yeah.
like, once we start, and by the way, I mean, I don't, I subscribe to the line of thinking that, like, we need to talk, and which is why I what?
I couldn't agree more.
Like, we need to talk. And I don't think that that's, you know, I think that a lot of actresses before me and, well, basically, I don't know anybody.
No, when you put
I,
subscribe to my channel on Twitter, the shockwave that's sent that a famous person would say that to anyone was beautiful. And
my message behind it. My message behind
yeah,
it is that we need to subscribe to individuals more than we subscribe to.
yeah.
We need to start listening to. I think you need to make. I think people need to make a purposeful decision to go online and support, because we're being censored and we're being all these things. And I know that might sound a little bit crazy, but I've experienced it firsthand.
I want no hashtags coming.
I just I just think that we need to support. We need to support the people, which is why I'm here. On top of the fact that I just wanted to meet you face to face, because
of course you do.
Because of course I do. But you know why?
Y'all didn't see me before, though. I will say this: the pre-interview, this is not being recorded, so scared to death, and I'm like brushing my hair and be like, "Did I?"
I was like,
"He send me a message. He goes, hey, do you want to chat?
Did he do gel?
Did I do something wrong?"
He did. I was like, let's chat. What is something wrong? What do you? No,
I don't know.
This is what needs to happen. This is what needs to happen in the fan base. This is needs to happen in Star Wars, and this is what needs to happen in general. People need to be okay with having conversations, with having difficult conversations, with having different opinions. What's wrong with having a different opinion? Why does everybody have to straight go to demoralizing someone because maybe they just didn't think the way you did, you know? So, I mean, and that's when the fan base, I mean, imagine if the fan base came together. Like, imagine the impact that can have, because
I think
it already is running. It's already running. The Star Wars universe has no idea how strong it is. And if you all start having, you know, conversations with, say, your enemies or your foes, and you just start kind of talking to each other, I'm guaranteeing that, like, you're going to disagree, but you're going to probably come out of it like, you guys have so much power. Use it to better the world. Use it to influence people and come together on it. I don't know the different, I don't know I don't even know who I follow. All I know is I like following this person. They make me feel good. I'm going to follow you. You make me feel good. You make me feel good. You make me want to know more. You give me education. You have a good perspective. And that's why I follow the people I follow.
That's that.
That's it.
And like I said, what you guys did here.
You guys, the superstars.
What's that?
That makes you all the superstars. That makes you all the people that we need to be looking at and listening to. And
well, you're not telling me anything I don't know, so it's okay.
Oh. I think that
no, you're right.
We need to have more conversations
and learn. I mean, that was
learn from each other.
When did you know about Luke Skywalker?
Okay. So when you get the scripts for The Mandalorian, I can't speak for the movies. I was never in the movies.
Wait, you were in movies? I've seen your movies.
No. I didn't get I wasn't in the Star Wars movies.
There was one spicy movie. All right, that's yeah. He put on his black dress. Oh, I'm sorry. That's sorry. I was supposed to talk about that with my friends, not with
No. By the way, that dress, the black dress you're talking about from Haywire, that dress was supposed to be like, it's supposed to be like very much more like feminine.
Feminine?
It was, I don't know, it was supposed to be like more it was like they tried to put me in this like really like light purple fluffy dress, And
Mhm.
I swear the reactions, I was like, oh, this is so bad. And everybody's like, no, we're going with that black, tight fit, sparkly, badass. That's what we're doing. And I was like,
Good
okay, good.
choice.
'Cause I almost had a panic
Good
attack
choice.
about that one. Where were we going there?
Oh no, we were talking about
Luke
Luke's,
Skywalker.
but
Okay.
talking about what you're wearing was sidetracked my love for Luke Skywalker.
Well, what I'm wearing right now
Going
is
great, everyone. It's going great.
this is going swimmingly. What I'm wearing right now and what I usually wear is a hoodie.
Buffing. No, no.
I know. Like,
You're in Cali and I'm in Florida, and it's like we're both wearing hoodies. They're supposed to be the sunshine states.
guys, it's just like I want to wear a hoodie. Also, I want to wear, okay, so I want to wear a hoodie during the summer with like, you know, shorts and Uggs. No, but this is during the summer. And then during the winter, I want to wear like tank tops and like, you know, yoga pants. Like it's
Yeah,
the
that's
strangest thing.
Florida.
I think it's a
Florida.
rebellious personality. But so to answer,
Rebellious. That's Florida wear. Like that's what we wear in Florida every day.
I don't think I'm supposed to be in California. Maybe I'm
Every
supposed
day. I go to like Disney World, like, and everyone's wearing like, flip-flops and shorts. And then if it gets cold, we put on a hoodie with shorts and flip-flops. Like that's just how it is.
so
So we don't even have
you
pockets. We don't
love
care.
I've never been to Disney World. I've only been to Disneyland.
Everyone's gonna hear this now that she's coming, and one
Yeah,
day,
you're gonna
and I
take me
will
to
be her
Disney
tour
World.
guide, and we'll have to dress her up incognito. Actually, more me. I'm more. Everybody knows me there, so you know,
Who are we
because
gonna go as? Because I'm all about dress up.
we can figure this out. But I want to show you this this clip that you're gonna see on your screen. You don't have to do anything. It's gonna
Okay.
pop up. And I almost got kicked out of Disney because something happened between me and Minnie Mouse, my sweetheart, and
You were
it
hitting
almost
on Minnie and Mickey got pissed. I already saw it because I'm a fan. But go ahead, run the clip.
Minnie, my sweetheart, right there. There she is.
Hold up. Hey, oh my, you be thinking we
I mean, that actually happened, right?
I had the camera in my hand. And when that happened, I was like, oh, I got the clip. I got the clip for days. The clip for days.
That's it right there.
It's so good. It doesn't get
No,
much better than
I rewatched that a couple hundred times. That was pretty great.
y'all heard it here first. There it is. No, we were talking about, nothing important. Luke Skywalker.
Okay, so
Just when did you know? Like, was there like
so
I know
the really
you were
cool
telling me earlier that you had to wear like hoodie
yeah,
robes.
so there's like so it's been the most being a part of Lucasfilm has been the most secretive thing, and they take it very seriously. But more importantly than that, you respect the heart and soul that people put into getting hired to be a part of it, like the sound department, the cinematography department, the lighting department. Everybody is wearing Star Wars shirts. I mean, I consider myself a fan. I'm starting to become more a fan, but like everybody else there knows exactly what's happening. And so we all respect the fact that John and Dave needed in the first season this to be a secret. They needed Grogu to be a secret, or however you want to say his name.
Did you ever get to hold little baby Yoda?
Oh yeah.
Little
It's like
baby
the
Yoda.
only time I've wanted babies. So I'm just kidding. No, I'm joking. I'm totally joking. I wanted, I was like, oh, kids are cool. And then you're like, oh my
That's all right. The headline in Vanity Fair will be Gina Carano hates children.
yeah, right.
Fire her
Oh
for
my God.
Star Wars.
By
Oh
the way,
God.
the woman
Sorry.
that wrote that awful Vanity Fair article about me, I can't believe that. Vanity Fair literally let a woman who
Are you
said,
sure you want to say this? Because they probably will watch.
"Oh, I don't care anymore."
Oh, okay. I'm
No.
looking out. I'm looking out for my fans, so I'm looking out for you.
Well, it's not. It's something that needs to be addressed. Is the way I see it.
Don't worry, everyone. We'll get back to Luke Skywalker. This is more important.
Wait, no.
All
Okay,
right.
let's go through Luke Skywalker.
Nah, I like the Vanity Fair.
Okay, so the Vanity Fair article happened. Somebody was being kind of aggressive towards me. So basically, I got into this blocking phase in 2020. So I just be like blocking everybody that was like, I don't care, blocking people that had anything to do with anything, like that had. I mean, they would just be like, say this, and I'm like, no, blocked. Like I just
Oh man,
blocked.
they were horrible. Trust me.
Right.
I've made videos on them. They were terrible comments. Like,
And there's this very mysterious
and you're frozen. And you're frozen. And you're frozen. And you're frozen. And you're frozen right at the juicy stuff.
So here I am. Like, so here I am, like looking and like, and so, okay. So first of all, I go to, so I get called transphobic a lot, which I'm not at all. I'm not like, I think that word's getting far overused. I didn't know what pronouns in the bio was, but that was my, like, I just didn't know. But so then all of a sudden I'm getting called transphobic and racist and all these things. So Vanity Fair, okay, so this is really interesting. They published a story written by a woman who went and before my episode aired, the day of, so 3 weeks or 2 weeks before, she wrote on her Twitter, I cannot, basically, and I'm subtitling this, like she said, I cannot wait to see what I'm going to do to this my career. Basically, I cannot wait to see what I'm going to do to try to destroy her when her episode comes out. And you can go and you can look at the Vanity Fair article and you can look at what she said. And I was like, I remember seeing that and I blocked her. I was like, oh my gosh, who would do that? Like, and who would employ that? Who would employ someone that was just going to go on a smear campaign just to hurt someone that didn't know about pronouns and bios? So then, cut to when my first episode aired, Vanity Fair the same day published an article of one of my cosplayers that I value and respect so much because they put so much energy into these outfits and this energy into supporting the character. They used this woman who I don't have anything against this woman, like, but they used one of thousands of cosplayers, which if they would have interviewed any other cosplayer, they could have said, very positive things, because most of the feedback I've gotten from cosplayers has been so overwhelmingly positive. But when Vanity Fair calls, I'm calling on behalf of Vanity Fair, and like, this is like the take we're taking. And it's of course like, oh, I'm going to go with Vanity Fair. And it was just painful to see that Vanity Fair would shoot that low to that kind of smear campaign because of what?
Mm-hmm.
Why would they do that? And that's the question I have for all of the media that's been happening in 2020. Why? We need to start looking at individuals. We need to start looking at for people that actually are on the ground and reporting the news, people who are actually paying attention, not people who are being paid by big corporations to report things that might be popular for a second, but destroy people's careers. And so my whole perspective on this was I've seen people get bullied off of Twitter on both sides, on all sides. And my whole perspective is like, okay, well, I don't like bullying. And if I don't stay present, which I don't necessarily even want to stay present all that often. I want to create art. Art is my passion. But if I don't stay present, then that means that other people win in bullying other people off of platforms. And there needs to be a more balanced platform, which is why I've been so attracted to finding people like you and people like, people that have questioned and have different perspectives, and I think they're important. You are important to so much because if we stop raising questions, if we stop criticizing, and people have criticized me that I follow, they criticize me. It's like, fine, criticize my acting, criticize everything, criticize my looks. I don't care. I'm secure in myself enough to know that
idiot would criticize. I'm sorry, I just got triggered for a second.
I mean, some people just don't like a little extra woman.
I know you got suspended off Instagram for something a little spicy.
That was my first censorship. I don't know, like
spicy photo there. Not
okay.
I'm sure everyone's gonna look it up now and see which photo that was.
Okay, so you want to know why that happened? I was feeling so suppressed, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, never in my life have I ever subscribed to like you have to show your ass or your anything on Instagram or anything." But I just felt like I felt suppressed. I felt like the world was suppressed. I felt censorship. I felt people were not speaking, and I didn't feel like people were being honest, and I didn't feel like people were talking about stuff. So my biggest rebellion this year, and the first thing that I got censored on, was just a side profile, a naked side profile. Like, it didn't show anything, really. Okay, did it? No, I don't think it did. It was my rebellion. It was my rebellion this year.
I don't have it as my lock screen on my phone. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, wait a minute. What? I didn't say that out loud. Just kidding. It's not my lock screen on my phone.
Profile.
It's not my lock screen. Yeah.
That was my first rebellion this year, and ever since I've just been kind of like trying. My only thing on anything is just trying to people be free. It's okay to express yourselves. It's okay to have different perspectives. It's okay to criticize this. It's okay to criticize that. So like, why don't we just enjoy the fact that we are all not the same, and that's okay.
I mean,
is that a long rant?
That it's beautiful rant. That's the thing. It's just my friends we criticize each other. Like this past week, I got to see some people because I was supposed to be out of town, long story. And they were like, "Dang, bro, you let that quarantine weight catch up with you, didn't you?" Right? And I'm like, "Yeah, thanks. Good seeing you, man.
Yeah.
It's been too long. Remind me to do it again another 6 years." But yeah, so it was just
I got that for season 2. And by the way, like, people don't really know what's ever going on with somebody's body. They don't ever know what somebody's going through in their personal life. But I remember thinking for season 2, I was like, I feel like a little bit bulkier. I feel a little bit heavier. But what I felt more deeply than anything was that I'm healthy. I feel good. I feel okay. I feel beautiful when I look at myself in the mirror. And I feel like, there's always different levels. Like, there's like, here you can be in the ultimate fight shape. There's here you can be like, all right, I gave up, and then there's all this in between, so in the in between is where we all live. And I think it's important to understand that. I mean, all right, I got a little extra this time. And do I want to live in the extra my whole life? Maybe not, but like, I'm okay with being a little extra sometimes, because that's a thing, I can deadlift way more. I can bench press way more. Like, I mean, I can punch way harder, and there's a place for that. And I'm not going to apologize for that. I'm a healthy human being, and I strive, and I hope, you always hope. You're like, oh, I can't wait to get back to fight weight. That's going to be fun. But that's going to be.
I don't think I've ever said that in my life, but my thing is, I look good in a polo. You know, I want to put a polo on. I just don't want to look like a science experiment gone wrong. So once I get the polo on, and I'm like, yeah, man, that's it. Then everything else is whatever lumps are sticking out. I'm okay with that. But that's
By the
just,
way, I find the deepest connections don't necessarily come from what somebody looks like, but you know, by connections. Those
I got you.
you got
Feeling
me.
it.
Yeah.
I got you.
So and that's not at all to body like
No,
nobody.
no, I was just joking. But yeah, no, I definitely stimulating your mind, your soul, your spirit, and your vibe is just as important as, you know.
How are okay? So yes, all of that, right?
Oh, I'm all of that. And some McDonald's on the side. So I mean, that's just that's how my life's going. They brought back the McRib, darn it all to heck. And now it's just you know, I'm just pushing back that look at Gina frozen on the most beautiful smile. I swear I'm gonna blow her up. Look at that smile, everyone. Isn't that the greatest thing? It's the greatest thing. All right, she's back. She's back. She'll never speak to me again, everyone. So I'm absorbing everything while I can.